understanding.
But why Christianity? Why not another religion to lean on? Why didn't you get curious about another religion?
Because I tried everything else. And in those years where I fell away from my faith, like I definitely got curious of Buddhism, curious of all these different religions.
New World.
None of them never really made sense. The New World stuff was just
New
like,
Age, whatever it's called.
I always knew in the back of my mind, like, this is all BS.
Yeah.
Like none of it was as convincing as the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Just-
always
just
like,
popped
oh,
out of nowhere.
this feels like this religion makes me feel a certain way, you know, or it kind of caters to what I want to believe the world is.
Yeah.
But logically, this isn't connecting.
When you say try them, is it just like you live that philosophy of those religions for a while, or was it you just looked into them, you hung out with people
It was
in them?
just more like studying and
Okay.
learning, you know, not so much like living, because I wasn't living any religion. And I definitely got to a point where I thought like all religions were the same, and everything was the same, and everything was the same God, and we are God.
Like that coexist bumper sticker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that whole just like the new age kind of
Very deceiving.
mentality where it's like super vague
Yeah.
and, you know, we don't really know what happens after life. So, you know, who are we to, you know,
Be judgmental.
yeah, like that whole thing. And it's very easy to fall into that because, you know,
It sounds good.
it sounds good, and it takes away any shame and guilt that
That's
you
right.
have, right? It just feels good.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I definitely fell into that for a minute. And mostly because I just was so lost in the world, you know, lost in trying to be part of the world.